Hey guys, welcome back. Methinks there's some hobbits in this game.
Battle started.
Where could they be? There he is. Now, do hobbits... Oh no. Do hobbits need consent? That is the question. That's what we're trying to answer here today, folks. Again, yeah, look, Frododor, if you're watching, you know where that's from, man. I hope you are. I hope you are, dude, and I hope to play with you and the rest of the guys again. Clubs, Eight Dog, MacDoodle. So we got Soteria. I don't know. I'm not sure if we played with him before, him or her. I have a good day. Yeah, yeah. He's been in a few games. Who we got here? Cop G. Yeah, yeah. They've been in a few games as well. Plateau Spa. Definitely, definitely. Who we got up here? You got me playing the furthest north position. Again, your lowest rank in the squad, but I'm used to it by now. It's all good. DME Trottore? Treator? Treator? That's a tough one for me to pronounce. XMF. Yo, shout out to this guy. He's been a stalwart. And you would notice that in pretty much every single one of these games that I was able to play in this lobby, XMF has been there. Stalwart player. So we've got boys going into Cortex. Air in the back. I'll come back to the middle one in a bit, right? So Sash Curran again in the primary red color, red team leader, going into Armada bots. We've got Orange State, ironically in hot pink, Armada bots as well, and M4L73, which I think is new into the game at this point. I don't think we played. I don't think I've played other matches with him, so we'll see how he goes. And we've got an explosive rainbow. So somewhere in here, you have Unluck, and he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant. So what he's doing, he's creating a rainbow for the squad. He wants to make a mosaic for all of us that we can all enjoy. No, yeah, he's actually helping out with giving us some much needed energy, right? By making titles in the water. So I'm sending out some pawns. Blue's doing super good. Clubs. He's made some good harassment actually. It looks like, yeah, he was able to annoy M4 enough. He was able to get a max, it seems. God, this tick is still getting. He even got a shot off on that on that pawn. Tickled him a little. Right. Did I miss him? No, I didn't. Thank God for that. So we've got Cop J advising Plateau Spa. Say, hey, look, move forward, move forward. And it's good advice because you wouldn't want the opposition to get too much land on you, right? So that's really, really important. So we've got Treotor. Maybe that's how you actually say it. Treotor. So yeah, so he's moving up. He's done well to evade capture, to get this far. This is really good. But he's gonna get taken down eventually. I mean, if he was able to get into the base, that would have been super annoying for have a good day. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a good day, right? Interesting. Yeah, so he landed the scout, and these guys were able to take it down. Damn. Wow, a two chevron tick. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Well, one that had survived and lived right after getting its chevrons. Look at unlucky. This like quilt work, like your nan would do. They make you a jumper. Looks beautiful, man. Okay, so this could be dangerous. Both these guys are moving up. I'm trying to get some LLTs because again, for those of you who don't know, LLTs do have a buff against the commander. Now this guy got a really sweet D gun off. That was beautiful. I mean, he took the LLT out. Now guys, what do you think about this? Do you reckon I should have traded comms with him? Because I got some laser hits on his back, right? I was able to shoot him in. I was able to shoot him in his back whilst his back was turned. So what do you reckon? You think that would have been okay, worthwhile? Maybe a bit too early? Because I was so close to him, he was able to pump out units and get to me a lot quicker, right? My units have a significant amount more distance to travel upon. You know, because one of the things you would want to do, like in my situation here, is, you know, once you've established yourself a little bit, try and get a base built up over here. Consider, you know, consider reclaiming your original base, just so you could build your forward base. Okay, Unluck moved out of the water. You know, I didn't get a chance to actually see what Unluck was doing once he finished building us the tidal, right? So it'll be good to kind of see what his play was. Yo, this is a big push by actually it's not really a push, it's just a skirmish. Just a skirmish, but he was able to fend off XMF.
Commander has died.
Yeah, that was me. And that was bad. No, that wasn't me. Damn, that's just me pinging. Yeah, so yeah, that's what happened. My squad mate, he got unlucky there, right? So he and good play by Cop G, right? He managed to take him out, and what it meant is I'm now a little bit more exposed to different attacks, right? That can happen. Now, as long as both of the green guys don't start working together, I'm gonna be all right. You know, 1v1s, I think I can do fairly okay, right? I mean, I think so far what we've seen in games so far is, even against like these high-ranking guys, I can hold my own, right? I could do fairly decent. Okay, so it looks like XMF is coming in to try and secure this this lane a little bit more. Now, there's me talking about holding my own and stuff like this, but nah, I don't think I trade enough. And I think the problem is what I mentioned before. His ability to get units to me is a lot more advantageous to him because I'm closer to his base. Whereas my guys, look, I'm pumping them out. They're being built. Yeah, it's just for them to travel, and bots don't move that quick. Oof.
Commander has died.
Out. And that's why I thought this was it was me the first time, because, you know, of course I played the game, right? So I knew at some point I did get taken out. I just couldn't remember exactly when. I mean, the blue team, they're pinging frantically. They clearly, you know, they want to make sure that they get the wreck field, right? That's what's gonna be on their mind. And Unluck is there. He's gonna get the com wreck, which is super good. Super good, as long as these guys don't take him out. So I honestly can't recall what happens.
Commander has died.
Wow, wasn't expecting that. Definitely weren't expecting that. Now, if Unluck can live, I'm sending some units down to protect him, like trying to do something to kind of cover, because ultimately it doesn't matter if I don't get the wreck, right? It's all gonna go back to the team. Right, it's all going to go back to the team, but he's dangerously low, and these guys are moving in. If he can cloak, oh, he's self-destructing.
Commander has died.
Yeah, when I was playing, I thought it was the enemy that got the hit off on him. But it's tough. I mean, look, the northern section is volatile, it's violent. I mean, this is a war zone. This is very, very violent area, this, and it's not going to get any better anytime soon. What I'm worried about is I don't think Unseen had the opportunity to make a base. So Unluck, sorry about that, mate. Yeah, I don't think Unluck was he had an opportunity to make a base, but I think some of our guys, yeah, they're giving him some units to micro, some attacking units, and others were a few constructors. Woof, loads of res bots there. I mean, that's one way of quickly getting the reclaim, right? Res bots and a whole bunch of them. Jaguars are really good early tier 2 units, but they're gonna do all right. I mean, they're kind of squishy. Like Genesis can still do really well against Jags, so something to keep in mind. They do have anti-air as well built in. I mean, air's not really been a factor so far. I mean, it's always good to have, right? I mean, I've got some units. I think I did. Yeah. I had some units in and amongst here because, I just didn't want these guys coming up that hillside. Reason for that is because look, I'm worried. This is the one game I feel like I didn't do good at all, right? And I'm worried like with the aggressive play that these guys are making. Look, he's ready in tier 2, right? I mean, if he gets through, I'm done for because I don't really have anything that I can fight these guys with. XMF is trying to hold against Sorterio. Yeah, look, he's the lowest ranked player on their team, but he's doing good. He or she, they're doing really, really good. Shout out to XMF, man. He's sending me a chunk of metal as well, even though he's got his own problems to deal with. Super play. Yo, big up Unluck. He's going in. He's going in. He's gonna get as much value as humanly possible from these Jags. In fact, what are they seeing? Could not like we don't have too much eye play in terms of what's around there, right? Don't know what's around there. Trapped. They're not gonna come out of this. It's gonna be too much to maintain. What else we got over here? So what's Frododor? Frodo. The Hobbit's building up. It's gone into tier 2 Armada vehicles, right? He's punching them into this section. Yeah, Jags as well. Makes sense. It's pretty common as the first tier 2 type of vehicle to come out of the Armada Advanced Vehicle Lab. Sash Corin getting his pumping head fed. Oof! Starlight. Yo, look, that's gonna bust up a commander quite easily. I mean, you don't want to get it. Oof. This is bad. He's on the cloak, but I don't. Oh, that is so lucky. I mean, if that Starlight got another hit off, I think that would have been it. That cloak coming in clutch. He knows there's something there. I think he was manually trying to fire it. Oof. Oh no. Oh, the dog. The dog. Ape dog came in. Ape dog came in. He saw that and thought, right, I want to get him. Scalp Shash Corin and run away with my gunships. And it's times like these I'm glad I made a ridiculous wall. I mean, look at these guys. I'm worried. What can this? I'm always curious. What? Yeah. So I couldn't move him away quick enough, and that left a little gap here. But it was enough to be somewhat of a of a King Leonidas 300 moment there. But they've got fantastic range, and because they're plasma rounds, they can lob over, right? So it's something to keep in mind. But I think his mistake was he just sent them in. I don't think he really looked or to see and to micro those units. Otherwise, he could have exchanged much better against me on that one. Damn, he must have took a shoe in. 10% health. He was definitely in a fight there. Probably explains why he wasn't able to get the micro off. But look, it's not over. He's got another round of grunts. Oof, they got the construction turret. Well, we've got a twin guard. We've got 2 twin guards. That's going to be good. And we do have a... is that a wreck? No, it's on. Yeah, we do have a HLT. But honestly, My thing with HLTs, you know, some of you may know, I'm not the biggest fan of them, and they're not going to do that well, honestly, against tier 2 bots. Yeah. But rather have it than not have it, right? So, shout out to Frododor. He's making the play of like, well, actually, you know, these are good units. Rather than sucking up the metal, might as well resurrect these guys, right? Now at this point, I'm looking abysmal. You know, I realized that I've got to get some build power up. I need to get into tier 2 somehow. I gotta find a way of doing it. I gotta do it because I'm not. I won't be able to compete. So I'm not out of the fight per se. I'm just kind of on the bench a little bit, you know. I'm trying to lick my wounds and heal up a little bit. These recluses are gonna do super well. Yeah, they're gonna do super well. And McDonald, he's microing them really well. He's making sure they're not going in at all. Right, just move them back. Let their multiple rockets do the job. Yo, if he can get the base, Clubs is his health is really poor, really poor. Oof, nice, and the Bulls lived. The Bulls have lived. So this means, I mean, if they're still alive, this is bad news for Blue because they're gonna take that base out. This LLT is not gonna do nothing. Big push. That was significant. And these Bulls, they're not done yet. They're not done yet. They're still gonna. What's all that's happening? Look, I mean, the spider bots are trying to come in. Blue team has to do something to answer this because yo, and look, the man himself, unlock his micro in this. What is gonna happen to the Hobbit? Is he gonna be? Oof. Is there consent to any of this? I don't believe there is. Flak truck. Interesting. They must have been anticipating an aerial assault at some point. Frodo's pinging for assistance, being answered by McDoodle. Okay, because he's got some balls in, you know, himself, right? This is going to be enough to fend off the assault. Good play from the guys. I mean, there's a lot of reclaim here. I mean, if the blue team can get that, that's gonna and they should do because it's at their doorstep, right? That's gonna be big for them. Shout out to the team for making sure that, you know, the northern section wasn't completely overrun. He's making a forward base. I think at this stage though, I know I'm kind of critical about like a tier 2 lab up front, but I think at this stage, when you're 17 minutes in, coming up to 18, I think you kind of have to do it unless you're planning on tick spamming a little bit there. So getting a little bit of an air wall up here as well. So guys, I'm going for it. I know my economy is abysmal, but the thing is, it's like I don't know what else to do. I think in this stage, you know, you attempt it or you die trying, right? Because you gotta get yourself into the fight somehow, right? Let me come. Okay, so he clearly wants some build power up. That's the thing. If you know anything beyond a tier 1 lab, you're gonna need build power to get those units out properly. Yo, this is gonna be nice. Oof. He's throwing at them D guns. He did well. He did really well. Normally fiends they can take out commanders very quickly. You know, with their flamethrowers. So he did super well defending his defending himself from getting roasted there. I think the tank plays good because look, they're doing damage without taking damage, right? Mayweather approach. That's it. Really, really good. I mean, hardly the army was lost in that engagement, so that's really good. I mean, you notice, right, if you zoom out, we're almost 20 minutes in, no anti-nukes from anybody. So it's either we all forgot or we all thought, nah, mate, this ain't gonna reach a point of nuclear warfare because one, I don't think anybody's got the economy, but number two, the fight is on. Like no one's holding back. Everyone's going in. Everyone's going in. And guys, you know, a lesson from this video, right? So I know Unluck, he wasn't ooh, big hit. Big hit. You get the advanced fusion, you're out. Yeah, so yeah, even though he it's not like he started with a base and then he was taken over and you know people started giving him units, but you could still take lessons for that. So even if you were playing with a base and you know you got taken out, one of the things you can do is ask your teammates to let you micro certain units, right? Because that's so even if you're out of the game, quote unquote, you're still not out of the game. You can still add value to the team, even if you can't, you know, be in a position to rebuild an economy. Right, we got a Cerberus up, which is really good. I'm utilizing my tier 1 strike force, right, whilst they're there, to see what we can do to push these guys back a little bit. And you know what? I think my guys have done all right. Again, my idea was I don't want these guys to just die. But hey, look, with everything going on, it was enough for us to hurt them enough and push them away. And look at that, you know, the Hobbit made it up to pole position, destroying resources. Sashkoran and Unluck runners up. Sashkoran, you know, his name's always in lights, right? Destroying enemy units and defenses. Unluck XMF, shout out to XMF, right? Unsung hero in a lot of these games. Unluck, yeah, efficient use of resources, no doubt. And he supplied the team. Frododor and XMF runners up on that one. I did super poorly, but shout out to the team because nobody started, you know, bad mouthing me, telling me I suck or anything like that. It was really, really good, and they came and supported my my northern section of the map when I lost it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, catch you all in the next one. See ya.